Unit 14. Listening Focus. Activity 4. Speaker 1.
I'm from the north of England. I live on the south coast and work in an office where there aren't any other northerners. My colleagues are always commenting on my northern accent. Everyone can understand what I say, but I get fed up when they copy the way I pronounce certain words like bath instead of bath and bus instead of bus. They don't mean to be rude, but it gets really annoying. But there's no way I'd want to try and sound like a southerner. An accent represents where you come from, and it's a big part of what makes you who you are. Anyway, it'd be boring if we all sounded exactly the same.
Speaker 2.
As an American woman living in London, I often notice people rolling their eyes when there's a group of loud Americans on the train. I don't think this has anything to do with their accents. It's just American tourists aren't aware that they should lower their volume when they're outside the States, and this could possibly be because they have a different attitude to privacy. British people find this annoying because they don't tend to talk much on public transport. The exception to this are groups of young women who can be very loud. But the Americans aren't actually being rude or arrogant. They may even be hoping that you'll join them in the conversation.
Speaker 3.
I work for a customer service helpline, so I have to talk to customers all over the country on the phone. I've got used to understanding all their different accents. I enjoy interacting with customers, but sometimes I'm tired of talking by the time I get home. It's important to be polite and cheerful all the time, and some managers think women find this easier because they think we're naturally good at chatting and building relationships with people. But I disagree with this. Some of my male colleagues are brilliant with customers, while some female colleagues really struggle.
Speaker 4.
I think men may be more aware of the importance of non-verbal communications such as facial expressions and body language. This could be because they need to learn whether another male is aggressive or not. It's not a skill many women take much notice of, but these little clues can tell you an awful lot about someone's personality, in the same way their accent can tell you where they're from. When I was preparing for a job interview recently, I was advised not to touch my throat, because apparently this shows that you aren't feeling confident or may not be telling the truth.
Speaker 5.
Personally, I have a weakness for the way the French speak. There's just something about it, whether the Frenchman's speaking in his native tongue or in English. And I think a lot of my women friends feel the same way. But interestingly, I read an article which said that Japanese people love the way Scottish people speak, in particular people from Glasgow. In a study, a group of Japanese people listened to different accents from around Britain and North America, and it was Glaswegian they liked best. This is really surprising because most British people find people from Glasgow quite hard to understand. The article didn't say which one they liked the least.
Copyright Pearson Education Limited, 2012.